Got it. Suck at that. Alright, well, here's day one of attempting to figure out how to parkour again, I guess. I feel like that's a lot of what my vlog is like I have spurts of energy and productivity, and then life just kind of gets me down and I get lazy, and then I have to relearn where that spark and energy went that I had for parkour and stuff like that, kind of over and over again. And it's kind of a habitual cycle, but unfortunately there's not ultimately anything I could do about it unless I like put forth lots of effort and motivation and all this other stuff. And I have a problem with that, just in general, just because I kind of suck at being a self-motivator. So, but overall, I think I could do it. I just really have to set aside the time, and since I'm not doing anything like productive in general, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. It's just, part of it is like finding places and things to do around here. Started clip going out another door. And you know, another part of the problem was that editing videos was just kind of a hassle. It really wasn't that bad. I wish I had like an SD card slot on whatever editing device I have. And for a while there I didn't have one because there's USB-C, which is convenient if you had a USB-C port that was handily and readily available. I had an SD card reader that was a USB, but it was literally just a USB thumb drive, and it's gone. I don't know where it went. And it doesn't help that I also forget things a lot of the time, so I'm gonna have to record the session on my Sony, so I kind of have to go back and forth between, oh yeah, I want this recorded on this and that recorded on that and all this other stuff. But then finding other stuff to do is just the pinnacle of my problems. It's really not like that bad. It's just I have to set this up, I had to put it back. Like, I didn't do it this time, which is kind of funny, maybe a little fucked up, but this is all the stuff that I have acquired to do parkour in the little yard area that is this little square. There's actually a decent number of pallets that are long, and I believe they are topped off, so I don't need to like do any actual construction on them, because I am god awful at that. The problem is I have to go grab them. Problem with that is I have a small 4-door car, so I'm basically just gonna have to tie them to the roof. It's not that far. They do belong to a business. They're not using them. It's been a couple weeks, but you also don't want to take their stuff during business hours. Sorry, there's like a lot of water in that thing. But yeah. So yeah, I could go grab them this weekend, or at least I'm gonna convince someone to help me grab them. But I kind of already have a reputation of being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use that, I have plans for this, which I do, and I ultimately will use. But since I'm lazy, it's kind of my fault that, you know, I have that reputation of, oh, he's not gonna use it, he's not gonna put it back. So it's my fault. It's a self-imposed problem. But it's not a self-perpetuating issue. If I have more stuff to use, more stuff to play around with, like, I could even put it outside this little boundary, because I believe we own all of this like grass back here, even though it's fenced off, because it's our responsibility to kind of take care of this. I think they fenced it off on like their house, so I believe they own all this grass right here on that side, but it's not fenced off. 1, 2, 3. So I think it's exactly the same as right here. Like, we technically own this. It's just no one utilizes it because it's so close to a ditch or whatever. And I could definitely put all that stuff right there, and it'll be out of the way, and it'll be chill. I just need to get it. And I realized that I was making things harder on myself in general while making the current boxes and stuff that I have by trying to basically construct and refabricate and demolish. It should just be as simple as stacking pallets and drilling straight down, or like crooked, into their supports. So I think I'm going to try and convince someone to help me out here. Wow, somehow I don't know if you can see, there's so much anthill right here. Somehow I decided to put all my stuff where the most ants and anthills are. Yeah, there they are. Damn. There's a lot. That's kind of another unfortunate thing is ants really don't like me. And it's not because I just like demolished their house or anything. That's beyond the point. They will find any way to bite me. And those bites on me are absolutely horrid for some weird reason. Might be allergic to them or something. There has to be something that's like, why does it swell up so bad so fast? No idea. But we do have some like ant killer. These ants are not friendly. They're not useful to society. They're just angry ants. They're just really, really angry, and they want to bite. So I gotta be careful, because they are real annoying. But they're everywhere too. So yeah, I just want to try and flip a couple times. I had to get a little warmed up, and I gotta stop yapping, you know, just kind of do that a lot. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I have plans. I have lots going on in my head. It's just I need to implement it. I think I'm gonna get a cordless drill. That'll help me a lot. That is my own. That's newer, because all the drill bits in the other drill are kind of old and they strip the screws a lot faster. There's something in my mask, and so that's a big problem. So, and then I have to figure out what screws are like perfectly suited for this kind of wood. I think it'll be a good time. I just really have to put forth effort and show, you know, yes, I'm gonna use it. Yes, I'll put it back or whatever. Just out of the way. Because I want to parkour more. I want to, and I think if I had 2 boxes, 1 ramp like I do over here, I can't point because this thing has a narrow field of view, and something else like this box, this box right here. See, I can't point. This box right here is real nice, but it's so low and unstable. It needs something with like a little more weight, a little more width. And it's not just because I'm a big guy right now. It's just the ground is so uneven. So when you try and do anything, it's like wibbly and wobbly. But yeah, I think if I had those, I'd be out here a lot more, because then I definitely have to like sand stuff down, and that's no problem. Sanding things is really easy to do, just so I don't get splinters or whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough. But if I did that, then I'd have a lot more to work with in my head. Even like if I had just a rail spot where it's just a rail and that's pretty much it, I'd be golden. I've worked with stuff less than that before, or even like a concrete barrier. I could do stupid flow stuff that's like, get off my mat. I could do stupid flow stuff and then feel better about myself. But if I have like things that are super far apart, or things that aren't like, you know, like obviously you're supposed to use your environment, but when your environment is basically just concrete block drop, and distance in between, what can you really do with that? So yeah, I'm just gonna get warmed up, get started, get moving. I want to try to flip at least once or twice safely. I haven't done it in these shoes yet. They have a lot of heel, so that should help with my stomping on the heels, hopefully. So let's get that going. Isn't it kind of funny how bright everything is? How non-green it looks? I don't know. It's kind of green, but not really. So, funny enough, it's so, like, scary to do such a normal flip just because it's, like, I feel so out of shape, and it's all in my mind, I'm pretty sure. But I think if I actually did it, I like that the sun changed. I think if I did it, I'll be okay. But it's such, like, a pressure in my chest. It's something that I haven't felt in, like, such a long time. But it's so simple. It's just a Webster. Just a Webster off a ramp. I used to do Websters, like, that. So it shouldn't be a problem. I just have to put forth effort, don't get scared, put my feet down, and I should be okay. I'm just scared of like landing on my heel, but this is the test of the shoe, right? So this is my way of kind of just kind of breathing it out, getting ready to do it, and I should be okay. I should be all right. And I'm just looking on the screen. This camera is really nice. Look at that. I gotta start using this more. I actually like this. God damn it. Put it right there. Up. Rotate real fast. Use my ankle to jump. Got it. Oh, look at that. That was easy. That was easy. Right? That was easy. Grab my hat. That's so funny. Oh my god, yes! Alright, session complete, session success. A lot of it was like mental again. And it was only a couple flips, but you know what? I'm not going to be greedy with it. I feel all right. I hurt my back a little bit, not that bad. I recorded on my phone. I held my breath during the flip, which I didn't know was a big issue, but it really like got me lost, which kind of makes sense. You hold your breath, you kind of get like too much oxygen in the brain. Ugh. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. It's just consistency and keeping my body strong. Honestly, this is how I like worked out back in the day, with skating everywhere and doing flips literally every single day. So I think if I start at least doing flips every single day, maybe I won't be as like thin and fit as I was, but it'll help. I'm gonna start slow. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna get close. It's gonna be like an every other day thing or something like that, just like in the middle of shower days, because it's gonna be 90 degrees a lot, and I do want to train a lot more. I have to. My biggest issue is my hips. Honestly, if I had like strong hips, they don't get impinged, I'd be totally golden. And these shoes, here, let me see if I can show you. It's a slow process. These like Nikes, these running Nikes, these are the first like running shoes I've ever really like had in a hot minute. But the heel portion of them is actually so useful. I'm used to like Fayus and like other skate shoes. So if I ever drive my heel into the floor, I'm kind of fucked. But I know I landed a little heel heavy on at least one or two of the landings, and you know what? No problems. Pretty happy with the performance of these shoes, and I'm happy that I was able to break the mental block that I had with Webster's. It's not completely gone. I'm gonna be scared to do them just because my back has always been like it's still not perfect, but I think as long as I keep pushing it slow and slowly, I should be okay. I could do a whole bunch of things that I didn't think I could do like a year ago or 2 years ago. Honestly, whenever I like first started flipping again, I'm doing so much better than then. I'm just more unfit than I was, which is kind of funny. But so 2 to 3 years of just trying to bring back fitness. Like even my warm-up was like taxing on my breath. I have really bad cardio. I have bad stamina. My endurance is still up there, but endurance doesn't help when you are doing flips, because once you reach your peak, you're gonna start getting lost. Everything's gonna start getting like hurt. So I could walk, I could jog for a long time. It's not good to push the flips. So, but yeah, I guess that's it for today. It might be just one session video because of how much I'm yapping, but happy times. Very happy, very proud of myself. So I'm gonna go inside and do nothing for the rest of the day.